Mabuhay, welcome back to Lingo Street. It's Brock Adam, and today I'm going to be going over what I'm doing to exit my 90-day challenge. Hello again. If you haven't subscribed and you like this type of content, make sure to do so. I am done my 90-day challenge as of tomorrow, which I'm going to be doing a conversation. COVID's kind of throwing a wrench into what I wanted to do to meet up and do an in-person conversation. So I don't know if I'm going to do it over Skype or FaceTime. We'll figure something out. Either way, I have now decided I got to really tweak and prepare what I'm gonna sculpt my conversation like to get speaking better and to really start. Almost, like, I haven't really been speaking, so to start speaking. So here's the thing, I started, I know so many words and sentences, you learn these random weird, mai cha kaba means, do you have any tea? I'm not going to use that in a conversation when I'm sitting down with, on a one-on-one interview type style thing, right? It's not like I'm ordering food. So I am kind of making all these notes on, I got tons of pages here, and I'm making kind of notes on what I'm gonna say and what questions, I'm trying to make sure I can focus on remembering full sentence questions that make sense, that I could ask and that someone would ask me, and kind of almost role playing with myself a bit to get ready to do a full conversation. So my goal of the 90 days was to have a conversation. How long? I was watching an interview with a guy who makes, it was the guy who makes Filipino Pod 101. I think he does a bunch of the different, I can't remember the company name, but they do a bunch of the whatever language Pod 101, French Pod 101, Italian Pod 101, blah, blah, blah. So they do the kind of tips on how to learn languages and stuff, and he had a goal after a 90-day challenge of trying to do a 2-minute conversation. So the 2-minute conversation he had was a little bit more basic than what I was really gearing up for. Maybe I'm over ambitious, but his was more a very introduce yourself, what do you do for work, blah, blah, blah. Super easy stuff. I could do that already, no problem. I was trying to have a little bit better conversation than that for my exit of the 90 days tomorrow. So that's what I'm trying to do. Sculpt questions that are more substanceful and better than just because if I do hi, how are you, nice to meet you, what's your name, when I already know the person, I know kind of most things about them, and it just isn't a real conversation. It's kind of cheesy. So I'm hoping to get something a little bit better than that done. So that's what I'm working on today. My progress through the 90 days as a wrap up has been pretty good. I do feel like I know a lot of stuff if it was said to me, or if I read it. I would know a lot more than actually being able to just throw it out there and think about what to say in a conversation, to have it fluid enough to seem natural. It's really slow for me right now. Just so different than English to learn Tagalog. So I found out that the fastest thing for me to do for learning has been reading and listening at the same time. I wish they had that link.com program for Tagalog, because I use it for French and Spanish and it's so awesome. So I don't have that. So I've been trying to find as much audio and written content as I can. Filipino Pod 101 is great. There's another channel, Talk to Me in Tagalog, which has been great. I'll put the link down underneath. It's a YouTube channel. She has a bunch of videos on 500 common phrases in Tagalog, 300 questions in Tagalog. I can listen to that stuff and read at the same time because she types it all out on the screen, which is wicked. Or I can just have it playing and listen, so I don't have to always read it. But that plus the Pimsleur audio has been good. I love Pimsleur. It works really well, but it is kind of it isn't as good, I find, as like listening and reading. Like you get the listening, it's convenient. The convenience factor, you need that when you're driving, you can't read, so you can listen to it still. Or when you're walking your dog, you can't read, so you're listening still. So it gets you to listening comprehension up, because it's all native speakers speaking, and you need that. So after the 90 days, I found that the listening and reading is the best. The audio, just the listening when I can fit it in, has been probably the second best tool. I haven't been writing a lot other than in this, some scrap paper, but then this notepad that I've been building up. Whenever I could sit down and write at the same time and like sculpt more towards stuff that's relevant to me and my life, that's where you really kind of get ahead. So if you can use that, I've talked about it in an old video. I like to go in the shower. When I shower every day, I will, as soon as I get in, made it a habit to, in my head, just, you can say it out loud too if you want, but tell yourself what you did that in the day. Basically, go through your whole day in your head in the target language, and you'll get stuck at certain points, and that's what you have to just go review after you get out real quick. What word you got stuck on. But by the end of like a few months, you could pretty much tell someone about your whole day, and that is almost like it's so much of a normal conversation with somebody. So it actually is a good hack, is getting ahead, learning faster, is go through your whole day every day when you shower in your head in your target language. Definitely a good thing to do, and I do it, and it definitely has helped me. So especially at the start, you're like stuck right away, and you're like, okay, I need that word. So you go on, you can finish a full sentence, and then you get through like one or two sentences, and then like a week later, you're like, man, I need like a third sentence because those two are so easy, and I could like, you just keep adding words and getting sentences, and it's really good. So anyways, look forward to getting out my video of actually being done and doing the interview in Tagalog. That's coming really soon, as soon as I can deal with this COVID crap. I was hoping to meet up, so we'll see. And then tomorrow I will be studying some more, and I'm going to be starting my French along with my Tagalog. So my Tagalog time is going to be pretty much at least an hour a day. If I can get an hour a day in, and I'm going to get at least a half hour French in every day. I'm going to try and squeeze an hour of each in, which I should be able to do most days, but minimums, hour Tagalog's never going to get cut, and then a half hour French, and if I have any extra time, I will throw in some extra time probably in French, but it depends what you're feeling. I found that I have so much variety. Like I got like books in Tagalog. I got more books behind me. I got videos, podcasts, audiobooks. Like I find that the variety is so important when I've been learning. And there's apps. There's tons of apps I've been using. But like you get bored of stuff and you go to the next thing, and then you start a book and you get bored of it, you go to the next thing, and then you come back to it. It's not important to finish the one thing. It's just important to do something every day. So don't be worried if you're learning a language to be so stuck on getting one book done and then you can start your next book. It doesn't matter. The whole thing about learning a language is you have to be motivated, and to stay motivated, variety does that. So you need a variety. Get to the next thing if you're bored. You can always come back to it. Like get a stack of books. Read a few pages, and if you don't like it, go to the next one. Who cares? So no one is forcing you to finish the thing that you're not interested in. If the app is boring, like I was using one of the apps, and it kept giving me these progressive words and phrases, but it kept giving me so much English in there. Like it kept saying stuff like customer service, and there wasn't a way to, because they use customer service and Tagalog is the same. It's customer service. It's the same word, but I'm like, why is this even in here? It's English. I already know this. And I couldn't get rid of them, keep popping it up so frequently. And there was that plus like a bunch of other words that were just so easy for me. And it was just, I'm like, okay, I need to get past this easy stuff. It's too easy, and it's like wasting my time. It's not an efficient use of learning time. When you only have a limited time in your life because it's busy, you need to have that time efficiently used. So sometimes those apps are just so inefficient because you just can't get rid of these stupid words that are so easy. And anyways, that's what I found. I'll be coming back at you tomorrow. So thanks for watching. And if you made it this far, hopefully you've subscribed. If not, make sure to do that and click the bell. Click the all, because if you don't know when the videos come out. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Mamma mia.